The moment at hand, this very moment, is the best of our lives. The moment at hand, this very moment, is the best of our lives.
Oh man, guys. It has been a busy ass weekend, dude. Yesterday I had an outing, and then I recorded Mushoku Tensei's fan animation, and now what released today was the Mushoku Tensei official teaser. Like, come on, bruh. I can only handle so much content in one weekend, and now we have the HSR 3.4 that I just did a few hours ago today, and now this. So, luckily, this will probably be short, because from what I'm seeing here, it's only an hour and 35. We can probably finish it in about half the time, but there's only one way to find out. So let's get to it. Let's not waste any time.
You've come, warrior! The mighty guardian, Arudicus Arsenosa, is not the kind of echo too warm. The lioness favors the strong, the unyielding, and the battle-hardened. Only those she deems worthy will find her arm. But she is still...
I mean, can't Rover speak to him? Because Rover can communicate with the Sentinels.
These sounds... What is it? Did you feel...
I only heard strange sounds.
The Veil of Glory. It's where all heroes, blessed by the glory forged in... But on the long path of hunting, many died with their bodies missing. Only Arsenosa's frequency is woven from the cries of souls in battle. The battered weapons still carry the will of their former master. To touch such weapons is a rite of great importance for those who claim glory in the great Aegon and receive the light. Hearing the voices of our ancestors by Arsenosa's side is a great source of strength for Septim.
Before meeting Buling, when I touched the echo in that village, it was like what Abby described on our journey to Septimont. But now, the source of that power lies in the Veil of Glory. The closer the...
She waits for us there. I'm not sure if Septimontian rituals will interest you, but you might uncover something useful, no?
Oh.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Anyway, it's no matter.
Flames of Heart.
These days have been a feast of victories. Becoming champion, the glory, oh, all thanks to you.
Where the hell is my location? Oh, there.
Strange. Why are so many appearing all at once?
Oh, Lupa. I haven't exactly played her yet, so let's see what she's about. Nice. That's pretty cool.
Discords didn't usually appear around the border mountains.
These tacit discords didn't gather from the surroundings. It's more like they spawned from thin air.
Look, it's just ahead. The Veil of Glory, where heroes are laid to rest. You are from my homeland. What?
Sorry about that.
That girl just now. That was Mia.
That was a smooth transition to in-game engine.
The closer to the Veil of Glory, the more the normal world and the anomaly overlap. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Cardathea, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it. Cardathea arrived in Septimont alone, not waiting for me or attempting contact. Something must have... If something cut her off, aside from the Fraxidus, it could have only been the Throne. But Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Thronodian was never able to establish influence here. Maybe it's not that simple. The Thronodian controls the mind of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunasi, and likely a follower of the Order of the Deep. If the Veil of Glory is an important rite for champions, perhaps Mia went there. And it was there her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena. Herlova once said, the closer one stands to the protagonist, in this great Aegon, Lupa is the protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia. Now I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout this journey. If the Mia I see is under the Thronodian's control, does that mean securing the protagonist role is key to its plan? When I first met Lupa, I sensed what felt like Cardathea's frequency on her. Later, I also felt the Thronodian's presence. Did they cross paths? Could Lupa have forgotten? Was Herlova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the dark tide? Or is she just...
Is there something you need? Or something you want? I'm sorry. I don't recall crossing paths these past days. There have been moments when I don't know if it's the Threnodians' work, but if something is wrong, and it's trying to twist my mind, you'd make the right call, wouldn't you, my fellow warrior? You'd protect my honor and my dignity.
It's a good shot.
There's more at stake than that, Lupa. I've heard the Septimont saying, all for glory, fear no death.
Well then, that'll do just fine. I trust you, warrior.
It doesn't matter if the story's end is already written or yet to unfold. I'll trust my own judgment.
I hear cowering prey. Lackluster.
Loading.
Those blades, spears, and halberd embedded in the stone. They're the weapons of the fallen heroes.
Hmm.
This is Hercules' sword. You remember the waters of the upper city, right? You were looking for Carter ages ago. The dark tide bore down on Reganese. And Septimont didn't escape. Hercules was the son of the Ephor back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit Discords. He died in that cursed tide. His strength, his sword was corrupted, but his followers still risked their lives to bring it back. In this land, intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was born from the fiery passions of heroes, so she holds sway over their weapons. Back then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption. But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is. It's coming from underground.
The frequency. It's the Sentinel Imperator. Just like Dragoon, Septimont has its own Genesis Nexus. That's why it seeks power. Means
Hmm.
More Tacit Discords, just like last time.
For a split second, the world shifted, just like it did when I saw Mimi. Every time there's an overlap like this, the tidal blade appears as well as Tacit Discords.
Did I just automatically dodge? Oh.
The tidal blight. Why is it suddenly...
We'll clear it out first, then check if that sword is the source.
I knew it was gonna send me a tutorial thing. Unfortunately for them, I cannot read.
I'll end you! What's that sound? Come.
It's a secret passageway.
Lupa?
This doesn't... Let's go.
There's no mistaking it now. It's Imperator's frequency.
Cutscene?
Thou carry the scent of Cardathia.
Not just knowledge, you've stolen the Sentinel's access too! Lupa's role in this story isn't yours! Is that Contender Mia?
It's the Threnodian. Lupa, this is something only you can do.
Tell me what I need to do.
She just opened the Death Note.
Adapt as required. I believe in you, warrior.
To lose our strength is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror within. We fear no death, yet tremble before shame and failure. Did Domina Julia deceive me for this? I never got the chance to ask. The dark tide consumed all. Death took her, as it will take me.
Today as yesterday, we weave time beneath the tide. Swim, swim, wretched yet lovely fish. Dream deeply in my fiction, on the stage of a repeating tale.
Oh, that's Christopher.
Waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
O righteous one, I shall depart without a word. The golden city in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter, the quill will form. This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
A wrong note in the shifting score. O golden star full of mercy, pray tell me, as past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Hesitate not, warrior. You are the protagonist I have chosen. Only you can shatter the script and jump to the next page. Right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
A dream. I'm not alone. This feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion's stage. The warrior hasn't learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Cartathea. I can't be in the real world. This is a Sonoro created by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories. The story of the Great Aegon lasts only 3 days. Before Cartathea came here, I had wandered this same bloody story more times than I can count.
Oh.
The dark tide consumed Septimont, and that monstrous, the half-human, half-sea creature grows ever larger. Is this a script? Yes, this Sonoro is like a book of plays. Each world in the Sonoro is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another. New pages keep appearing, layering over the old, and the changes in one story bleed through to the next. After Cartathea's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the dark tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived. Cartathea saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Threnodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory. The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub, but that's not even its... I once searched for its true form with Cartathea. I remember now. What we seek lies in the lower city's waters. I won't let your trust be misplaced. The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to the dark tide. The dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud. the warrior? No. No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this, and quickly. Winds of the... In a past story, I came here with Cartothea.
Oh, it's flooding.
Look at you. You can't go on much longer.
I feared as much. Then this is where we stop. Strange. I remember everything about Septimon, but I can't.
You didn't forget. Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by
Too bad I won't. I'm sorry, Cartothea.
When I was a child, long ago, I had a city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt. Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading. But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tide sweeping the streets, the city was nothing.
That's right. My city is beautiful. When the autumn wind blew through the golden flags, and
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of... I will drag whoever orchestrated this tragedy. No, you said it yourself. This is your city. The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one.
you mean...
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter what, once I sought to end it all. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to do, whether you're weak or strong, you must strive for it.
Good quote. I like that.
I return to the world thanks to a certain person's help. I believe she will come here.
Oh, must be quite the person, eh?
Then you will see victory isn't won in an instant. It takes... If you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter... Just like how you wandered Septimont before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave. To find... Jump to a new story. And bring my message to that person.
First.
I'm close to that. You're in the submerged.
She recalls it now.
The submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in this, but now, with the old district completely flooded. After my role was erased, Cartathea must have found the half-human, half-sea creature. And like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories of... That's why I only regained my name after... During our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monsters doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimons once more. Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake. What happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago? After everything you went through, what did the city of Septimon... I remember the entrance to the underground waterway is in the old district's... Of course. The upkeep. Maybe I can awaken the sleeping giant of glory in Septimontian tradition, when it bears its blade and watches over the warriors leaving for the... Many of the old routes are blocked, but I can try draining... Covered in tidal blight. It has even fused into the joints. I'll need to clear this if I want to get it moving. Can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too. I hear cowering prey. The fight is on! Die, evil! Into the spotlight! With me! All or nothing! Glory in the punner! Lackluster! Together we howl!
See, if that was shown in HSR, they would have just done black screen, white text. Oh, with the upgraded, so white screen, black text.
Try that again. The fight is on! Break darkness! Together we howl! The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower. That monster is hiding in the depths of the aqueducts. Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts. It won't open. I'll have to find another route. Huh? The copper mirror is calling. The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
I've already pulled that body from...
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid path. I know, Septimon's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate struck with someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm. The House of Silver need...
I do not work with you for our sake. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices. We'll speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who felt...
Dead woman, indeed. She is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. In the meantime, covering up this little laboratory's existence.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her perform... If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even—
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You are absolutely right. The girl winning the Grand Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her. Luck and misfortune, nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. And I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
Someone get this Shakespeare guy out of
So
here.
Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her.
She's flaming now. Oh, I can't fly.
I hear cowering prey.
Into the spotlight! I smell fear. The fight is on! Free, Phil! Glory is upon us! Face me, coward!
Does she automatically dodge? So I haven't been pressing the dodge button. I'm not sure. Bro?
Now, I'll end you!
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well, what do you think?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed. Decades have passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea. Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own way You know, it wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartathea broke free. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found...
Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to I've already discussed terms with it, and reached a modest agreement.
You spoke with the Threnodian.
Only a fragment of it remains. I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it wants. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimont's central hub, in order to corrupt the beacon system. Even if met with failure, it would control the champion's mind. Oh well, in the face of her futility to resist corruption, that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her. Fascinating, isn't it? Faced with this same predicament, strength and weakness still make a difference. The Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Threnodian's designs in Raguna, but this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life. A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow. How poetic. How beautifully tragic.
I don't care for your taste, Cristoforo. I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an imp. This play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Threnodians' lingering power. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia. The story I've written.
And
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate.
That's a good
This play
quote.
proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story.
Disgusting. To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death?
True.
Let's start! Into the spotlight! I'll end you! Face me, coward! With me to victory! Together we howl!
I hear cowering prayer.
I smell fear. The fight is on! Flee, Phil!
Yeah, she automatically dodges. I'm not sure why that happens.
Still lingering near. A fading reverberation that should have...
where?
To claim the title. Was that not your...
That was never mine. I don't need this.
But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch you, Cartathea. Both my daughters. My very creations. What? Has Septimont ever granted you kind? They neither love you nor need you.
We were... you...
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for... Mia, you are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You cannot admit that they used you, and then cast you aside. You cannot...
No. Viburnum.
Hush, it matters not. You...
Viburnum.
Oh wait. I think... Seriously? That's stupid. I'm all for following mainly scripted stories, because I like it straightforward, but that's just too straightforward.
I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days, but still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands? Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance?
Now, I don't think like that anymore.
The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but she treats everyone the same. She didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, she chose to trust me. Kotathea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here. And Mia... her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with, or what it's been given. I've underestimated others. And I've underestimated myself, too.
Yeah, it's a good quote.
But you, the arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you! Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress. My city. Septimont. Built by the hands of the people. Not the Sentinel, and not the Threnodian.
Oh yeah, hold up. It's music.
Where there's light, there's always shadow. But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow. Mia, Kotathea, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Brinasita. They belong to no gods but their own.
Cutscene. Oh.
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance.
I believe in you, warrior.
Hold up. The music is turning up.
I swear by the eternal sun, I will slay you!
Okay, here we go. Is she just a reskin of the Morning Ikes?
What right do you have to judge the people of Renacita? Mere total end with dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death. Ryan and the spear tip! Together! How? With me! With me! To victory! Break darkness! Into the spotlight! I'll nail you! All or nothing! Mean it!
A human life is nothing more than a scream between life and death.
What you doing now?
Now is the second half.
Oh shit. Ooh. Nope.
Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word.
That was a good shot.
Ground! Hit
Oh shit.
Race to the finish! To face death with the crown of glory! By my will! Let this light burn in all its fury! To me, there is no greater joy in this world.
What a shame. Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
Oh shit.
What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Oh dear madam. Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
Okay, Shakespeare. Oh, this song, bro. That was pretty good. The stuff before then though was kind of meh.
It's real! Both of you are safe!
The Threnodian's frequency is gone.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale.
Oh,
Finally, I can
Abby can finally. Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
Wait, we're already in Septimont? I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, Carthia? And a girl I don't know?
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a Tadar.
What happened while I was out?
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we?
Yes, please. Because I had no idea what was going on.
The event that brought forth the Dark Tide. It must have been my death. After that, the details of the story blur. It repeated so many times. All I remember is wandering the desolate city streets in a Septimont corrupted by the Dark Tide. Unable to escape, she saved me. But in that story, we couldn't fully resolve the source of the disaster. Then in another story, after we parted, I awoke in yet another story. In the Veil of Glory, where I finally saw that it had taken control of Mia's corpse and was using the Fraxidus Sonoro. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to collapse. I passed through those crumbling pages. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. My death. I had failed to expose the family's match fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia and winning the title on my own, my memories became a blur. It was the last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the Veil of Glory, pressing my spear into something that resembled a control panel. Then the dark tide began to surge. In the end, all of Septimont was swallowed by. I'm not sure when all this started, or where the line between the reality I knew and the Sonora world created by the Fraxidus began to blur, but in those 3 days of the story where Cartothea didn't rescue me, I would always die on the first day, helplessly watching as my home slowly crumbled to dust. Is there anything else you want to know? Cartothea saved me. The me, we wandered the abandoned city of Septimont and pieced together that the Fraxidus and the Threnodian were the true architects of the chaos. Yet in the end, my role was claimed by the Threnodian. But before I was lost to oblivion, I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths. Is there anything else you want to know? Many years ago, but Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the depths. For years, they subjected her remains to twisted experiments. The Threnodian took control of Mia's corpse. Turning it into the last trace of Mia's reverberation was forced to be part. Is there anything else you want to know? Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave me. It was a long story, though her reverberations, trapped in that monster.
When you defeated the Threnodian?
Yes, thanks to you and Cartothea. I thank you, my fellow. Thank you, my.
When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately set out to find its source. It was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks. I found Lupa in the city. We traveled together for a time and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, is there anything else you wish to ask? Lupa and I formed a few theories during our investigation. In this scenario, where stories manifest as reality, roles defined to lose your role is in truth, Mia has long since passed, and does not truly exist here. It was Lupa, not Mia, who I suspect the stories created by the playwright cannot stray too far from their original frameworks.
Still pretty overpowered, manipulating reality so casually like that.
This is why he erased Lupa's name, swapping her and Mia's identities. Is there anything else you wish to ask? Right, the central hub within the Veil of Glory was established by the Sentinel. Activating it requires 2 key conditions. Victory, which grants the blessing bestowed by the Lioness of Glory. The Threnodian set its sights on Mia for this very reason. I struck a significant blow to the Threnodian within the story, but because I failed to prevent the corruption of the central hub earlier, it endured, drawing strength from that source.
Throughout this journey,
It seems the Threnodian was attempting to replace Lupa, hoping to use her to corrupt the hub, siphon its power. Is there anything else you wish to ask? Apart from the playwright, I also encountered 2 other Fraxidus leaders.
surely they must be Frolova and...
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to confront either of them directly. I saw them. I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Septimont. Is there anything else you wish to ask? The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont. There is something else. Perhaps due to the dark tide in the Sonoro, I can feel my balance now that I think of it.
You need to head to the Black Shore. They've been dealing with the Threnodian for years.
The Black Shores. If it's a place you try. There's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimont. I found something tied to you there.
The central hub. Good timing. There's something I need to handle in the Veil of Glory, too.
Good. Let's set off together.
It'd be pretty cool if we brought Cartetia in the Black Shores. We would meet Shorekeeper there. And more Shorekeeper screen time is always good.
When Lupa vanished, I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodian, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. You remember how the Threnodian took on a part of the Sentinel's knowledge and permissions, yes? For the Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memory. For this reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimont.
The knowledge they would later forget.
It was a secret. One the Threnodian should never. Within it, I found a special frequency. A part of it felt like yours.
Huh?
It seems like a clue. The true secret they left for you is not here. But you see, before I came to meet, the arena I destroyed has been restored. But in the people's hearts, it's the Fraxidus' power to reshape reality is deeper than we realize. I once believed the Threnodians sought to use the Fraxidus to regain power. But its true goal is the central hub. I believe it's due to this secret the Sentinel has hidden.
That direction. The blight cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawn.
The dark tide. I cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's message lies. But the worst of the
So if we won't go there,
Lupa,
then I'm assuming
show us the sights and glories of Septimont.
if we're not going there now, it's most likely going to be done in the next update, for sure.
I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier. The wind blows.
Of course, it would be my honor. But before we go, there's...
A burial for Maya, I'm sure. Yeah.
Travel through a silver veil above the drifting mist. A shining path, the stars reveal.
It's Mia's sword. The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered. This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more. But she once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators, but so, I think. It's beautiful.
Banners gold, glory haunts beyond the claws.
Our city. The city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt. It burns like fire, drenched in both victory and defeat. It holds all our disappointments. and all our hopes.
Well, there you go. Well, that's the Act 6 quest. So it took about an hour to do, and I'm gonna be honest, majority of it was just a sleeper for me, to be honest. So yeah, if I were to give, there's not much to be said, to be honest, other than the fight between Maya and Lupa. That one was actually pretty good. I actually like that. That was like the peak. I would give that like an 8 out of 10, but I think the main issue with this is I would have cared a lot more about Maya if she had more presence in the story. That, and if she had like a more compelling 3D model, I guess, because her model was a little bit kind of like an NPC, so I could care less, to be honest. So I mean, yeah, I know they put in an ornament and a burial for her in the real world after you do the event. I mean quest. I mean, that's fine, but I still have no feeling for Mia. She's like a Genshin Impact NPC, you know. So I didn't really feel that much about it. So yeah, again, I would give this the portions leading up to the climax, it's about 6.5 out of 10, maybe even 6. But the climax and beyond, yeah, that's fine. It's like 7.5 to 8 out of 10, so it's good. But yeah, anyway, that will be it for the quest, guys. By the time I end the stream, I'm gonna be working on some Fate Grand Order anniversary content, so yeah, look forward to that. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.